Alright, I'm going to make a video that's a little longer than the ones I normally do because I want to clear a few things up. First off, I do not have control of the player until the circle underneath him is blue. Anything before that, the game is running through how it has the play designed. It never fails that every one of my video I've got some clown telling me, oh geez, why didn't you cut back? Look at that giant gap that you can run into. Well, I can't control my player until he turns blue. So I'm kind of stuck with where the game is gearing me. That's why I'm saying you have to look at the play art and understand where the player is designed to go. And I don't have a whole lot of leeway once once I get control of him. And until you play this game, it's going to be very hard to understand that agility and speed and acceleration aren't really visual, okay? And they're really not translated well into the controller. Apart from the jukes left and right on the analog stick, when you try to cut, you know, just, and when I say analog stick, I mean the right stick. When you're steering your player, so to speak, there's not a whole lot of acceleration left to right. You're just kind of running. It very is much like Tron jogging, as Apex would say. But I want you to notice something very eerie and very weird about this play, and it doesn't just happen here. I want you to take note at my guard and my fullback. So here's my guard right here. I'll zoom in so you can tell, number 76. I do know what a guard is. And here's my fullback, number 35. Watch how they mirror each other on this play. Now, my guard doesn't touch anybody, okay? You see how they take off? And watch my fullback, they just kind of run the same. See, look, they both turn. Okay, they're both down. They're both coming out of their position. Now they both turn left simultaneously. Now they both turn right. You see how they both turned right? And my guard is just going to scamper down the field and stop and turn until he finds Troy Polamalu, a safety. And he can't even block him properly. Let me get up on this. He can't even block the safety properly that's running right toward him. This is fundamental football. How does a guard block a smaller player as a safety? He doesn't dive at the waist. He gets up on his chest underneath his pads and engages him. My guard is acting like he's the smaller player. Like Polamalu is the large player. And the only way I'm going to deal with him is if I cut him at the knees, if I cut him at the waist. And this does not even affect Polamalu at all. So let's go back and let's look at this. And then I want to bring up something else about the fumble recoveries. You can see right here, I have no control over where my player is going right now. This is all Madden scripted. All Madden scripted how the play is run. Now, right here, I get control. Now, unless I've got some kind of sixth sense, I really can't make an instant cut to hit this gap. I'm at the mercy of where my blockers are. And you can see even right now, I just don't have good control over my player. You can tell I'm not moving. I'm not shifting. Luckily, my fullback comes off and tries to make this block, but he never touches James Ferrier. He just kind of stands there. Inferior turns a complete 360 on the field and comes back around. And so does number 56 over here, Lamar Woodley. Right fresh off the tight end. Bang. Almost a complete 360 to get turned around in position. My tight end can do nothing about this. He comes up, not only he makes the tackle, he makes the strip. Okay? Now riddle me this. If you see it on Sunday is the credo of this game. You tell me who gets this ball. Okay, right here, my tight end has it. It's in his possession. Let me see if you can zoom in. He's got the ball. Not only does he have the ball, and excuse me, it's so hard to use this kind of replay system. It's changed around, and I'm used to 2K8. He gets the ball. Now the scrum pile begins, which, by the way, is not available, at least through this replay. Somehow, because I can't button mash fast enough, the Steelers get the ball back. Now, how is that realism? Button mashing, determining who gets a fumble, when clearly it's in my hands. So let's go back and I'll show you. Resume game. You can clearly see now I'm playing defense, and we'll just ask Madden, and he's going to tell me to go to a cover 3. They have the ball. Fresh off that fumble recovery that I had, but because I can't button mash, I don't get the fumble recovery. I don't see realism being expressed with that.